What's up, guys, and welcome to Boondock Builds. So what we're going to be doing today is making some top cabinets for this half of the shop. A little place to keep all my nuts and bolts. I do have a metal building, no interior walls, so it's going to be a little tricky, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's go ahead and dive on into it. So the first thing we want to do is, like I did on the other side of the shop, would be measure from here to here. But since I want to take these cabinets all the way to the back corner, we're going to measure from this first pole here all the way to that back corner there. So let's go ahead and do that. So now that I got my measurement from this first beam here all the way to the corner in the back, 122.5 inches, what we're going to be doing is cutting some 2x4s down to that length. So I don't have any interior walls. These are all exterior tin walls here. So now that I pulled that measurement from this first post here all the way back to that back corner, 122.5 inches, what we're going to be doing is cutting some 2x4s to that length. I've got a couple 12-foots over here, so let's jump to it. So now we have 3 total 2x4s cut. We're going to go ahead and put the first one up and just rest them on the beam here. I don't have a beam in this back corner, so what I'm going to be doing is cutting 2x4 to the total height, and I'm going to place it and mount it to the inside of this back beam here, that way to help keep it in place. Alright, so what we've done so far is taken a 2x4 and shaved it down on one side with our table saw to make sure we have the same width as the beams here for the back corner. I've taken 4 screw holes. I think that'll be enough to hold the weight, and I've drilled enough for the screw head about halfway through the edge of the wood here, and on the other side just drilled it all the way through. That way we don't have to worry about any wood split. So next, what we want to do before I put that back corner piece in is make sure everything is level on both sides. Want to do that just to make sure our cabinets aren't crooked. That would be terrible, and I'd be really disappointed. So we don't want that. Okay, so we got our 2x4 mounted in the corner here. This board is still not mounted yet. We can still move it. But I got all my 2x4s measured for height. I've got them marked at 8 inches. We're going to line that mark up with the middle board here. And once we do that and drill them together, they should be below this beam here coming from the ceiling. Let's go ahead and get it up. Okay, so now we got those up, it's time to put our top and bottom board on. This is where you really want to trust yourself, trust your measurements. We're going to line the bottom board up to the bottom of these boards, line the top up to the top of these boards, and everything should be square. So let's get it up. Okay, now that we have a frame up, it's time to start building some cabinets. So let's go ahead and dive on into it. So before we get started on these top cabinets, I want to give a huge shout out to my new buddy, Carpenter Logan, over at Dude Sawdust. He's really helped me out a lot, get my channel started. If you think these cabinets are cool, you should check out his, man. Matte black with a wood grain look. Beautiful, beautiful cabinets. He's got great videos, lots of information, and really cool merch. So you guys be sure to go check him out and give him a follow. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces cut. It's time to start screwing them together, or nailing them together, gluing them together, whatever you want to do. Alright, so now we have our box made. It's time to put in some shells. Let's do it. So I've already marked up 10 inches on each side. So we're going to take our speed square. Go ahead and give us a nice line for reference. And stick it in. And there we have it. Now we're gonna, once we mount these, first we're gonna put the back plate on, get them mounted, and then I'm gonna trim both of them out together, give it a nice clean look, instead of trimming two cabinets out. Just gonna make it one. All right, I've cut my back plate. We're gonna mount that on. Once we do that, we're gonna get the other side on and then mount these things up. Before I do that, I am gonna at least paint the sides, just so you won't see the bare wood. I want everything to match, so it's gonna be all black. So let's get it. We'll cut that off. It's gonna be a fun cut. And there we have it, top cabinet on a budget. Alright, so what we're going to do next is put some paint on the sides here. That way when it comes across the beams, you can't see it. It'll match. Then we're going to put the other one up and start trimming them out. Okay, so now that we have the side of our cabinets painted, at least the part that's going to be revealed, we have our trim pieces painted, it's time to start getting these things mounted up. Okay, so now that we have everything mounted, we're going to come in and trim everything out. We're going to keep the left and right separate. We're going to trim out the top and the bottom, and then we're going to do the left and right side of each one, and then come in and fill in the middle. So let's jump into it. Okay, so now that we have all of our trim up, we're going to start cutting some doors. What we're going to do is take the width and the height and add about a 1/2 inch to the height, maybe a 1/4 inch to the width here, and we're going to cut our doors. Once we get that cut, it'll be one big piece. We're going to split it right down the middle on the horizontal side. We're going to paint them blue and throw the hardware on and get them up. Let's do it. All right, so I don't have 4 hands. I wish I did to make life a whole lot easier. So to help me out a little bit, I kind of cheated. I took a 2x4 and just drilled it to the bottom of the cabinet, and then I got a 1x sitting on top of that. And it wasn't quite tall enough for the other cabinet, so I took 2 little pieces of cardboard and stacked them. That'll give me a good even line there. So let's get it on up. Alright, so we got everything hung, and it's time to put on the handles. So what we've done on the inside here is we've gone up over 1.5 inches, and then we've gone up to 2.5 and then 6.25 at the top here. That's what the size of the handles are. So we're going to go ahead and pre-drill these and put the handles on. Yeah. And there we have it. So I've got our hardware on, I got our handles on, our hinges on. They're shop cabinets. They might not be 100% perfect, but they're going to serve their purpose. So I'm really happy with them. I'm excited about my new shop, and we'll see you guys next time on Boondock Builds.